This is Patrick Xavier Clark. He's 33 years old. He's from Houston. This is him appearing in probable cause court late last night.
Right? Like, obviously, I think there's fishy shit going on. Duh. But I can't jump out and just accuse a nigga of some shit without any type of proof.
What's good, RIZZLE fam? DJ Akademiks was involved in uncovering all the facts behind Takeoff's death literally hours after he found out about it. That earned him so much attention that he's now being silenced by the Prince family. And now that the Houston PD finally arrested Takeoff's killer, the drama just keeps on coming. The case is far away from over. A lot of stuff happened in the ongoing case of the Migos rapper Takeoff, who got shot and died in the 1st November of this year. Some of the things in this case are pretty clear. We all know where the incident took place, who were the people present, and what the ultimate outcome was. First the dice game, then the after party, and then, well, you know the rest. Quavo had a verbal argument, and shortly after he decided to drop the ball, people started shooting, and unfortunately, one of the people who got shot is Tay. He was basically an innocent bystander in this whole situation, yet he paid the highest price. There have been plenty of theories about who it was who actually shot the fatal bullet that took his life. This last week, we saw one of the guys who was in the center of the attention for quite some time get arrested. Lil Cam was arrested last week, and we thought that the mystery of Takeoff's murder was slowly wrapping up. However, people were quite surprised to find out that Lil Cam wasn't charged with murder, but with illegal gun possession. The PD got him on camera, and they also have an eyewitness who claimed that they saw him with a gun on that night that Take got shot. Being already a convicted felon, it was a big mistake for Lil Cam. Last week, he had to appear in front of a judge. But that didn't resolve much of the issue that we still see today. People are speculating that he was being kept in custody until the police could dig up some more evidence that they could throw at Cam, but it seems like things are heading in a totally different direction. We now have a guy who's been officially charged with homicide. The person who apparently shot the fatal shot was a 33-year-old dude by the name of Patrick Xavier Clark. He appeared in front of a court a few days ago, and he was surrounded by officers from the Houston PD.
I said there's a nigga who's firing that the camera is not catching. He's the third shooter.
It turns out the suspicion that DJ Ak had about how stuff went down was correct. He did in fact say that there were 3 shooters that night that got involved, not 2. And if the guy who's been charged with murder really is responsible, that would mean the Ak was correct all along. One of the shooters was a guy who was connected with the Migos, a dude by the name of Migo Bands. The other dude was the so-called guy in the yellow hoodie, aka Lil Cam. And the third person, Patrick Xavier Clark, who's just been caught by the popos. The fact that DJ Ak was so deeply involved in putting the pieces of Takeoff's puzzle together meant that he would be noticed quickly by some of the people who might be involved in the case. Everyone online knows once Akademiks starts solving something that he's not fooling around. Especially not with this one. Take's death was the straw that broke the camel's back, bro. This was the whole year that has been nothing but disaster in terms of all the people we've lost. And it was if he's like wanting something to change, you know what I'm saying? Just look at his comment from one of his fans. It tells you the story. I think Yak got so much love for Takeoff, he made this personal to solve this case. And you too could say he did. DJ Ak holds a large stake in the public opinion formation and all-around mood that the narrative holds. Because of that, he's been approached by the Prince family, and we all know that they're somehow involved in this case, we just don't know exactly how. And during a recent stream session that DJ Akademiks had, we got around to hearing his conversation with none other than Mr. Wack 100 himself. What they talked about sparked the imagination of a lot of people out there. Is Ak being silenced?
Hey, you know who hit me up today? I ain't hit him back yet. But interestingly, Baby J Prince hit me up today, like right before they did the announcement.
And what Wack told Akademiks just moments later kind of hinted as to why that happened in the first place. Wack said,
"Your mother ass, that shit, I seen a lot of your work. I seen a lot of your shit. But that shit, that when you sat down and I think you missed your calling, motherfucker. You should have been doing some other shit."
But a little bit later, DJ Ak went through the Instagram profile of Baby J, and he also told us briefly about the conversation that the two had. It turns out he wanted to disclose some info, and he was interested in doing it through Ak's platform.
No, he said the Prince family is probably going to make a statement soon. He says, "Is your platform open to being the one that we put the statement through?" And I say, "Yeah, that's fine. I don't know about what. I don't know about anything, right?" But I told him, I said, yeah, you guys could absolutely, you could send it to me. I'll put it out.
Now, what you just heard only goes to show that there's still stuff happening behind closed doors that none of us know anything about. It's clear as day that the Prince family has their hands somehow dipped into this mess that cost Take's life. If Baby J Prince opts for sending a message through DJ Akademiks, then we might catch a glimpse of what role they played. It was J Prince Jr.'s party, and they hold responsibility for what happened. However, we still can't throw dirt on their names, no matter how much some people would like to do that, you know what I'm saying? If you take a look at the comments, you can see that it's a thing all across the internet. One person wrote that the Prince family is reaching out to Ak right now in an attempt to duck the fire. The Prince family just trying to get the public to forget their role in this murder. F that shit, we want justice for Takeoff. Another man reminded us just how appalling the aftermath of Take's death looked like. J Prince acted cold that night. Everyone knows it. For me, this whole situation is just disgusting. The fact that J Prince invited them to his birthday and then walks over Takeoff carelessly as if he's a dead animal pumping his chest will never sit right with me. We're without any real answers at this point, but we still have our doubts about whether or not they're in the clear. The Prince family is definitely not off the hook, even though the police have a guy for Take's murder in jail. But what y'all think the Prince family had to do with the senseless murder of the legendary rapper Takeoff? Are they the one behind the hit, or was it something else that happened? Are they to blame at all? Let us know what you think about it all in the comments section below. If you like this video, check this next one out. Be sure to click that like and subscribe button. You know you want to. And as always, you gotta keep it RIZZLE.